this is Dr. Martin coming to you to talk to you today about the instructions. Okay, see my long list here? The instructions for taking the Naturopathic Esthetician Certification course. When you enroll, this actual information will be sent to you so that you have it to put in your notebook so that you can become accountable and track all of your lessons and what's been done and what still needs to be done. It does not have to be completed in the order that I'm going to talk about it tonight, and most likely it will not be done in that order. But all of it needs to be done and signed off on. What I must tell you as a new student, everything you do, all of your work, all of your tests, all of your videos, all the pictures that you take of your clients, all of that must be received by me, the school, to receive credit for that 100-hour certification program. So with that being said, please understand, to document your work is essential. Work includes any research that you're doing, photographing that you're doing, charting, feedback that you receive from your clients, and module test. Each test that is given to you will count as well for hours and points. So I'm going to just read to you some of these modules. There are the tuning forks. You're going to be taking pictures of those. There's going to be so many clients that you're going to work on that you need to hand in that work to me. You're going to be doing some reflexology. Again, clients you're going to be working on. Feedback, chart notes. You're going to be learning Bach remedies. You're going to be learning a lot about homeopathy. All of these things, you're going to have so many requirements of having experienced these hands-on with each person or each client that you have, or maybe not each and every one, but directly these ones that sign up for that. And that all needs to come back into the office. You're going to be doing some body treatments and body scrubs, some mud wraps. Each student's going to perform at least 3 in each of those categories, and most of those will be done in the hands-on intensive session that you come for the week to study with me. They will not be done via correspondence. A lot of things cannot be done via correspondence. That's why we call it an intensive week. We pack over 60 hours into that 1 week with me, and it's intensive. So with that being said, it's hard work. So come ready, well rested, full of nutrition, not caffeine, because that's going to drop you. I need you ready and able and raring to go. So you're going to be learning some techniques in spiritual psychology. You're going to be learning all kinds of face mapping. And this is a little bit about my picture that I call face mapping. Each different part of the face tells us, like the forehead is a small intestine, and if you're going to see fine lines and wrinkles in there, you're going to know that that client that you're looking at needs some better digestion, more enzymes. They're not breaking down their food properly. There's a PETA imbalance. So we're going to learn to identify indicators on the skin and what then we can do in aftercare protocols and programs and homework for them to get better. So with that being said, you're going to learn a lot, besides the face mapping, you're going to learn a lot about advanced massage moves. So acupressure moves, facial lift massage moves, Chinese pressure acupuncture points. You're going to learn a lot about client feedback and how to document in your chart notes. We're going to learn a lot about nutrition. A lot of that can be done on the correspondence level. You're going to learn about the pH balance system, the acid and alkaline system. You're going to learn what I mean by saying, well, that person looks rusty to me. When I say that, that means it looks like they're aging and they're acidic. And you're unfortunately going to hear me probably say that more than you want to hear me say that. So don't get rusty. Anyway, you're going to learn about the kinds of diseases and conditions, physical conditions or mental conditions that come out of having too much acidic uh, acid in our bodies. And we're going to learn about ways to correct that imbalance. You're going to learn a lot about carcinogenics and chemical toxicity. Heavy metals, neurotoxins are huge. Things that are synthetic in our foods, in our grocery store lists and shopping. Food is our medicine, and that's how the Naturopathic Aesthetics course, that's the foundation. The Ayurvedic foundation is food is our medicine. It's the science of living. And having the best food and micronutrients possible to us is how we get there, and it's how we keep our skin soft and supple and not wrinkled, and no pigmentation and no blistering and no pustules and no rashes and all of that. So that's our goal, is to team up with every client to provide that for them. So my goal with my students is to team up with them to give them the skill set and the tools that they need to do that very well in a holistic medical spa setting. A lot of my students have a natural preclination toward colon hydrotherapy or detoxification. We do study that heavily in the Naturopathic Aesthetics program, but they're not given or receiving colonics, so it's not an individual certification. That is an additional certification program if you want to take that through me. I have probably become the oldest living colon hydrotherapist that studied with Dr. Jensen many, many years ago, back in the 80s and earlier even, probably. Actually, I think the 80s is probably going to get it, and let's just leave it alone with that. But, yeah, I'm retirement. I collect Social Security, so, yeah. Anyway, you're going to learn a lot about nutrition from different angles. The Ayurvedic angle, Paleo angle, the AIP, autoimmune protocols. We're going to learn about macrobiotics. We're going to learn about raw, vegan, and different types of cooking and methods that will actually help a person to get the nutrients that they need for healthy and happy skin. You're going to learn a lot about manual lymphatic drainage. It's called MLD in our literature. Manual lymphatic drainage is a slight sweeping, and then there's different techniques for different areas of the body, but it's a flushing of the lymphatic channels. It's like our irrigation system. Our toxins pour out of our muscle and skin tissue and pours into that irrigation system and is flushed out through our kidneys and through our colon. And so we want to keep those toxins at bay. We want to keep them elevated. We want to keep them flushed out. So sometimes we don't just do the manual lymphatic drainage, but we also do colon hydrotherapy or enemas. Juice fasting is another thing that you're going to learn a lot about it. I have a lot of recipes. I have a lot of different ingredients that the students like to mix up on their own and figure out how to make them. We do a lot of real creative projects in this class. You're going to learn a lot about aromatherapy and essential oils. We again have some different recipes that we use to create different things, and different kinds of techniques that we use to drop or disperse the oils and get different results that we want. You're going to have, in the very beginning, a couple of the courses that we do via Zoom or Facebook video or Skype, our list of what you're going to need in your spa, what's going to be required of you to function as a naturopathic esthetician, what equipment, what supplies, what layout in your room, all of those things. So we go over that pretty extensively right in the beginning, so that throughout the course everything just kind of flows and you have the tools available for you. And again, I'm going to reiterate that we do build the course on the principles, the 5,000 plus years of Ayurvedic wisdom. We study the doshas because we look at the skin. we see the redness, or we see the dryness, or we see the very thin and fragile skin, and then we know what dosha is out of balance for that person, and we can take it from there. Now, as I said, there are 17 modules, plus or minus the eyelash extension course. So, with that being said, we'll also cover everything that the students need to buy for their back bar and for their retail sales section. I do have several products that I recommend that I have created myself that are organic, do not have parabens or dyes or perfumes or sodium lauryl sulfates. They don't have any propylene glycols. They're an organic aloe vera based, and those are ones that I've developed years and years ago, and still have some rights for retail on those, even though I've no longer running the company. So with that being said, those are still available for my students. And we also use the ASEA Global products, the Advanced Skincare System, which is a cleanser, moisturizer, and an advanced concentrated serum that has the high concentration of redox signaling molecules, which helps almost everything on the skin. It pretty much doesn't, we also have the liquid, and then there's going to be a supplement, nutrients that come out with it. So it's a pretty comprehensive program that you're going to be able to integrate into a holistic medical spa. But it also is going to give you a bigger edge over the market, because you're going to be able to produce faster results and take better pictures for marketing and long-term things like that. Plus you have a whole team of scientists and research information that will back you. And I don't know of any other company that did as many clinical trials as I did on my products. So I really appreciate the clinical trials, the patented formulas that the ASEA Global Corporation has done. And I think it's also a long-term financial plan for you as a student of mine to sell those kind of products, because people can buy them directly, and then you still receive residual income from that. And as a person who doesn't want to go to work every day the rest of my life anyway, and I needed an exit strategy, residual income really fit the bill. I had my reserves because I wanted companies that were of a very high caliber, that didn't have the toxicity levels, that didn't have parabens, that didn't have dyes, that didn't have preservatives, that weren't GMO. You know, I like having my body restored to its natural state. I like my molecules to feel like they're young again. You know, my mitochondria likes to be all happy and perky and, you know, frolicking around, but you need those redox signaling molecules. So it pretty much doesn't matter if you drink the water, if you're taking the supplementation, or if you're doing the serums or the Renew 28. You're still getting the redox molecules, they're still getting affected, and depending upon the applications, which we learn in the school, we're going to learn different applications for the body scrubs, the wraps, the facials, and then the nutritional at-home care for your clients. What they do at home is 70% of the weight of their skincare. So the better you can treat them and get them started with their aftercare products after they leave the spa, the better you're going to be successful. I hope that makes sense, because 70% of the weight of their skincare and their success rate and meeting their goals with their anti-aging protocols is on them. 30% is on you, and that 30% is getting them started and teaching them the right way. Education is huge. So if you understand why we use certain products and when those products are indicated, you will give them what they need for lasting results for years to come. So they're in the business model, as I said. There's also back bar products and equipment that we recommend. There's a large list of things that we go over. We're going to learn, as I said, I'm going to kind of briefly scan this and make sure I don't miss anything. We're going to learn about the pH balance, and the rusting discussion is going to take place. You're going to photograph at least 10 facial clients. So start lining up 10 people you want to work on, or 10 people that will, you know, allow you to practice and want to look younger, because by the end of the time you're going to be doing really well with them. Uh, we'll talk via Skype about the tuning forks and what you need to look for when you purchase those. We're going to talk a lot about nutrition via Skype and what GMO products are, how to avoid them. We're going to talk a lot about processed foods and MSGs, and neurotoxins are not your friend. The skin does not like them, doesn't like them. Your nervous system doesn't like them. Nothing likes them. Start, you know, giving your clients education on getting off of those. You're going to learn how to diet. You're going to learn how to journal diets. I said that wrong, pardon me. There is kind of a spa boot camp involved in that when we do the intensives for the body works, the facials, the wraps, the scrubs. All of those are going to be pretty heavily done in the spa boot camp intensive is what I call it. You're going to learn a lot about detox. You're going to learn about phase 1 and phase 2 detox. You're also going to learn about the deeper levels of detox that are ongoing throughout getting a person detoxed, especially if they have like MTHFR genetic factors or things that don't allow them genetically to detox very well. So you're going to learn to identify those things and help make suggestions that will keep them on track with their nutrition. As I said earlier, you're also going to learn a lot about the colon. Now, when we take you on as students, we also want you to understand that you are a part of a team in a holistic medical spa. In those medical spas that are being put together by a variety of people, a team of people, then you're going to see different services being offered on those spa menus. You're going to see things like blood type testing. So they're going to be testing for your O or your B or your A blood types. You're going to also start seeing allergy testing more. You're going to start seeing gluten testing more, because a lot of naturopaths are doing this and it causes a lot of skin problems. You're going to be exposed to people in the clinic doing kinesiology, so you're going to learn how to do that and what it means and how to work with kinesiology testing. You're going to learn a lot about natural products. You're going to learn a lot about sales, retail sales, customer sales. Some of it is barter sales, and how to do donations and charitable contributions for your spa so that you can be a vital force in the communities that you serve. You're going to have books available if you choose to add that on in your lending libraries, or books that you're going to want to offer on skincare and nutrition in your retail section of your spas. You're going to also be able to offer certain items for food sales and supplement sales and herb sales, tinctures and those types of products. You're going to be able to offer makeup that's natural and skincare that's natural and organic for your clients. A lot of these holistic medical spas now also have, I call them adjunct therapies. They do the colonic therapy. They may also do the lymphatic MLD therapy, the dry skin brushing and the lymphatic drain. They may also do massage therapy, and some of them are offering natural hair care services, and they're doing natural makeups for weddings and different things. There is a big focus on the essential oils and making our own homemade soaps and our own homemade using organic products. It's kind of, I call, when a back bar you have like your high grade, high active ingredients, professional grade only, things that are going to produce high results. Then you have like your mid-grade range products that are going to kind of be for everybody and anything and kind of keep you maintained and help repair some damages. Then you're going to have your bottom shelf products, kind of like you do in a liquor store. They're going to be a lot less expensive, but they're everyday maintenance items that everybody needs. Your soaps, your cleansers, your loofahs, your sponges, good mirrors, good makeup brushes, all of those things, kind of bottom shelf items. They're essential items for maintaining good hygiene, natural, organic hygiene at home. So those things are covered. A lot of the holistic medical spas now are offering juice bars, and I have a couple of spas that have spotlighted different artist nights. They have kind of an art walk adventure, or an artist night where the spa is all decorated with one specific artist that month, and they premiere their work, that person's work, and they'll have a wine and cheese night or something where they come in and they'll offer special discounts, and everybody on the staff shows up to meet that person and to enjoy the beauty and the art that is created from that beauty. A lot of people are also turning to vibrational medicines, vibrational therapies like the tuning forks, the bowls, the crystal bowls. There's some other sound things that I've seen, the vibrational beds, drumming sessions, different things. A lot of spas now are doing cryotherapy and far infrared saunas, dry brushing, and some of them have jacuzzis and whirlpools or cold water dips after certain treatments to boost your autoimmunity. Wazoo treatments, rebirthing treatments are also common. So we're going to cover an awareness of a lot of those things. You won't necessarily become an expert in them, but you're going to learn how to integrate those things and be able to co-refer when you spot a certain situation that would work for that client of yours that you're seeing. You're going to know how to refer them out to someone else in a clinic or healing center environment so that they can become healthier. That's the goal, right? Okay, I think I have covered everything I need to do, but when you become a student of mine, there's a couple questions I want to know. I want to know, how did you come to practice on this path? How does it benefit you in your life? What does your spiritual practice develop? How has it developed you as a person and as a person who's becoming a naturopathic esthetician? This is not just about skin. It's not just skin deep. It's holistic. It's our bodies, our minds, and our souls that are involved. When I look at someone's skin, I see that person. I see them deeply. I see their life. I see their sadness. I see their joy. I see their peace. I see their blessings. And it's very important for me to teach my students to see that too, and to build that trust and that relationship and that teamwork that you're going to need with your clients. So, based on that, forgive my tears. I'm always a little sad because I'm obviously very passionate about what I do and what I've learned. At a very young age, I had a lot of skin problems. I had a lot of mast cell activation disorders, very young, a lot of allergies. And then early in my life, I modeled. I became a mother way too young, and my body, it took a toll on me. And I ended up going back to modeling, and I got breast implants. Because of breast implants, for over 35 years, my health declined. I literally was forced to become a naturopath and a healer and learn all these things that I now teach and give to my students, because it helps you to earn a living and to really contribute something worthy and valuable and honest and pure back to our society and to your children. But it also comes out of the path that I had to find, that middle path that I had to learn to walk to stay alive. So not only do I give you the tools that my journey brought to me, but I also give you the tools that I learned to survive with. And I'm passing those on to my students because I believe you are going to be much more blessed to learn them in a classroom than you would be if you had to go and learn them the hard way like I did. So, God bless you, and I send you my love, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you in class.